TitleMatchNetwork.com.
Yeah, we'd work Monday through Sunday one time, and then Saturday and Sunday would do a double shot. So that's 9 times we'd wrestle 9 times a week.
Wow.
TVs or something, or house shows. And so we'd work that 7 days a week. And Kabuki, once you got in the angle, you'd work every night with this, and we'd just just keep feeding that angle. And he would blow blue one night, then he'd blow green. Well, I had that bleached blonde hair, brother, and it was stripped out. You know, it was white as snow, and so it'd get all over, and I had a beard all over the beard and this, and then you shower, man, and you know you can't get all that out, and then the next night he'd hit you with purple, and then boom, and you got green here, purple, then next night hit you with red. Hey, for 9 months I had a rainbow. I couldn't get it out, and I washed it, shampooed every night. You know, that was funny. And then until we got the goggles, and all this came out of Dusty Rhodes' mind, brother. Dusty Rhodes, I'm telling you, was one of the greatest minds. You have to have a mentor. You have to have someone to teach you the tricks of the trade, you know, elder passed down to your clansmen, your clan, your family. It's like if your grandmother didn't pass down this one certain recipe in your family, Rob, to your mother, and if she didn't pass it down to your sister, you know, finally, if your sister don't pass it down to her daughter, that recipe is going to get lost in your family, and it's gone.
Right.
Okay. Well, same with this. Someone taught Dusty Rhodes this, and then he took it to another limit, just like Vince McMahon Jr. I'm telling you, took it to the limit of his father, and I loved his father, and I loved Junior, but it's like. It's like Hank Williams Jr. He sings a song, you know. They wanted him to be like his father, singing like his dad, the honky tonk song. Well, he did for a while, but then he had to go out and do his own thing, and got over like $1 million. So he sung that song. You don't have to call, Hank Williams Jr. anymore. Just like Vince McMahon Jr. You don't have to call Vince McMahon Jr. anymore. He's Vince McMahon.
100%.
You bet.
They did the big angle with you with the Loser Leaves Town match, too, with Kabuki, where you came back as Charlie Brown with the goggles and all.
You bet. You did. And that was in Starrcade. And I beat him for the TV title at that time in Greensboro Coliseum. And it's all documented in one of the Starrcades. And again, Starrcade came out of Dusty Rhodes' mind. Boogeyman Jam, one of the hottest angles, that's box office, brother, that I did when the Assassins tied me up in Paul Jones, and they cut my beard. And then I disappeared, and they seen me on the street. The street in the gutter, and I disappeared. Nobody could find me, and then I did that one interview, brother, and I told him, man, that Paul Jones, you took something that belonged to me, and I says, hey, this is personal, and I says, all my heart, my soul, and I told the people, help me. Jam the box office, jam the boxes, help me. We'll do this thing together. And if I lose one time, brother, you can shave every hair on my head. And if I win, I'm going to hold the assassin's mask in my right hand, and we're going to do this together. And this is going to be Boogie Jam 84. This was all Dusty Rhodes' deal. The whole thing, man, is all his idea. He's a genius. Where he learned that from was
Graham.
Graham, very good. And where Bill Dundee learned it from was Jarrett. You got to have someone behind you to get you started, and then honestly, Graham was really sharp, and of course so is Jerry Jett. They're all sharp people, but then and Vince Senior's, you know, the sharpest, and but then you can outdo your mentor. Not purposely, not on purpose. They're proud of you because you know they did, and you took it to another level. You know, and it's just great. It's just great. You know every business, Rob, has the sharpest presidents, CEOs, the sharpest people running these big companies. I mean, or they wouldn't be there. You know, they couldn't do what they're doing. I mean, they're so really with it. But I tell you now, brother, the sharp some and probably the sharpest is in our business, and that's the gospel, man. And you know, the Sheik, the original Sheik, man. It's so funny. Years ago, I'd give you a perfect example of this. He you know, he wasn't the best payoff man. I'm not knocking him. He was one of the greatest performers and didn't do nothing. Didn't do nothing.
Right.
Didn't do nothing. But he sold, and he was over like $1 million, man. But he was so up here, and his money was real light. And if you go and complained to him, hey, you know, man, geez, Cobo Hall, big house, and you know, I got this, and he would tell you, I don't make the payoffs. You got to talk to Joyce. Joyce was his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his partner, and so here you are, huh? Geez, what are you going to say something to a woman? He had you, see, he had to figure it out. So he knows you're not going to say nothing. He's making the payoffs, brother.
Right.
You don't do so. You don't say nothing to Joyce, so you just keep going. Same thing. Good cop, bad cop. You go back to Nick Goulas, and you go back to his partner, so Nick was the heel, and oh man, Roy
Shires?
No.
Oh,
Welch.
yeah, okay.
Roy Welch. So Roy, they ran Memphis, they ran Nashville, they ran Evansville, Louisville, they ran Birmingham. That was before Jarrett and them took over their Buddy Fuller, which was a Welch, and he's one of the boys, and he owned Memphis, and they took over that, and they were in Channel 13. Well, they got Channel 5, and they took Lance Russell, which was one of the announcers, and with them, and Dave Brown, the weatherman, over to 5, and got the contract and started the rest in '77. I was on the ground floor of that company too, and Buddy, it just took off, and it ran Goulas out. They couldn't compete, and they had Jackie Fargo and Tojo, but we had Lawler, me, and Joe LeDuc, and Austin Idol, and Dundee, and
right,
anyway,
right.
Yeah. So the whole thing is, it's just the sharpest people is in our business, you know, and it's all passed down. But some of the boys, you know, like Greg Valentine, he's fabulous. I just love Greg, man, the Hammer, and what you know, man, world champion status, and Buddy solid, and you know, I don't have to tell you nothing. But then you look at his daddy. His daddy was in a class by himself. Johnny, oh my goodness, man, he was just in a class by himself, and you know, he would have them people just right there, man. Bring them up when he wanted to, sit them down when he wanted to, and that is a real strong art, brother. It's an art, and some people never get it. Some people get it right at the end of their career, but Johnny had it all the way, and with that accident, then of course. But Dusty did not only that. Real fast, Dusty did the Starrcades. He did the Bunkhouse Stampede. He did
War Games.
War Games. He did Boogie Jam '84. He did the American Bashes every summer, brother man. You know, bring in the all the country western stars and Willie Jennings and
Hank.
And, oh man, everybody. Yeah, Hank and they brought in then David Allan Coe was there summer after. I loved him.
Right.
And he'd always bring us up on stage and everything, and it was cool. And then they brought in George Jones, brother man. Oh man, it's all good. It's all good, baby.